Growth is supposed to be simple, right? You launch something good, people buy it, your revenue surges, and boom, success. But here's the brutal truth. Most founders, investors, and leaders are stuck. Stuck in the endless frustration of watching growth crawl, or worse, stagnate. You know that feeling deep in your bones, the gnawing anger when every tactic you try flops, every pivot feels like a shot in the dark, every market segment you chase either bites back or disappears. That pain, it's real and it's crushing. But right now, that frustration is a gold mine. Because it reveals the ugly truth. Without smart segmentation, growth isn't just slow, it's dead. Here's what nobody tells you. Generic segmentation, slapping on broad strokes of men 25 to 40 or frequent buyers, is not just useless, it's dangerous. It's lazy thinking disguised as strategy. Why? Because that kind of thinking breeds noise, confusion, wasted budget, and worst of all, the slow death of your momentum. Imagine burning millions to reach people who don't care, because you never took the time to slice the market in a way that hits their real, painful nerve. That's why growth velocity tanks. But here's the game changer. The right segmentation strategy doesn't just inch up numbers, it doubles growth velocity. Suddenly, your funnel isn't just wider, it's a laser beam tearing through the noise. Now, if the idea of doubling your growth sounds like a fantasy right now, listen closely. It's within reach, but only if you unleash what's beneath the surface. Forget demographics. You don't want to segment by obvious markers or default buckets. That's playing checkers, while others play chess. You want segmentation that's obsessive, brutal, and profoundly human. Start with how people think and feel. What are the exact fears keeping them awake at night? What desperation makes them scroll at 2 a.m., searching for solutions your product delivers? Don't talk about income brackets. Talk about their ambitions and anxieties. When a founder or investor or leader chooses a niche because it sets their soul on fire or solves a nightmare, they live every day. That's where the jackpot lies. Here's the first order. Map out your segments based not on who they are, but what problem they breathe. Drill into the messy, painful reality these groups face. Separate the ones who are willing to pay a premium to change their status quo from the ones who are comfortable with their struggle. That split is life or death. The ones desperate for change, the action takers, they are your secret weapon. Now don't just guess. Use data to validate you're chasing the right emotional triggers, pain points, and ambitions. Wall off the dead weight, the browsers, the maybe laters. This isn't for everyone, and that's the point. The second commandment is to build layered personas that no one else touches. Not just CEO John, 38, but John, the obsessive optimizer of supply chains who fears losing an edge to AI competitors. Or Sarah, the venture capitalist haunted by past bad bets, desperate to find the next unicorn to silence the critics. When you talk like that, you move from noise to conversation. You start to own their world because you see right through the fog of fake freedom, mediocre advice, and the static of everyone shouting generic promises. Next, weaponize segmentation by tailoring your sales and marketing digestion machines not just by message, but by channel and timing. This is brutal work. Knowing when your target wakes, where they scroll, the social scripts they listen to, even the mental state they're in when engaging with your content. Segmenting by behavior, urgency, and context is the difference between a message that grabs jaws and one that gets deleted. Anyone can blast emails or Facebook ads. Smart segmentation pins down exactly when the iron is molten and strikes with precision that scorches. Now here's what wrecks growth velocity every single time. Hesitation. When your team hesitates because the segmentation is too niche or because they don't want to alienate people, you've already lost. Growth is a battlefield. Half measures mean blood in the trenches. You want to double velocity? Cut that nonsense. Pick fewer segments, kill the noise. Own those niches so hard they feel there's no escape from you. When your target feels you get them at the core, they buy fast and buy hard, and they talk like evangelists. Obsession beats convenience every time. Doubling growth velocity hinges on synergy between segmentation and product. Your product must spark a wildfire inside the segment you own. And if it doesn't, then it's your product or offer that must bend, not the segment. Founders miss this brutal fact and try to loose shape segments into the product mold they have. That's self-torture. You want to leverage hypersegmentation? You must customize or tailor your offer until it's an inferno for that group's exact craving. Offer them not a product, but a rescue. Then there's the killer truth about scaling this. Smart segmentation isn't a startup trick you dump after product market fit. It's your lifelong weapon. Every quarter, every launch, every market must be re-segmented because reality moves fast and illusions break faster. The wrong segment can implode your flywheel faster than you think. The right segment can capture markets you didn't even know existed. This discipline, re-segment, retune, is what separates the founders who stay stuck chasing vanity metrics from those who accelerate into the stratosphere. Don't underestimate the power of collaboration inside segments either. Build communities around them, closed forums, events, micro-content, and you generate organic signals that feed your machine. Smart segmentation isn't just marketing. It's a living organism that grows smarter as you feed it data, stories, interactions, and real-world feedback. Use that ecosystem to trap your segment inside your world, making switching cost feel unbearable. This is the secret weapon to double growth velocity that no one screams about. Finally, if you want to blow the roof off, combine data from segments across geographies, behaviors, and psychographics. Don't settle for linear thinking. Embrace chaotic complexity. Rarely does growth come from simple slices. It comes from exploding segments, then recombining them into potent hybrids where opportunities hide like veins of gold. This isn't guesswork. It's hardcore, continuous data exploration married with deep empathy. Don't just segment markets. Segment stories, mindsets, values, fears, and fuse them relentlessly. This is the fierce, painful, and liberating truth behind growth. Chasing the masses is a death sentence. Owning the few who are alive with urgency and drive, that's how velocity doubles. That's how momentum becomes unstoppable. The question burning in the core of every imperfect, hungry leader is this: how badly do you want to break free from the chains of mediocre growth? How fast do you want your vision to beat through the noise and confusion? Smart segmentation is the weapon. It's blood and fire. It's brutal, but what's on the other side is not comfort. It's freedom. Freedom to create something wild, something that cannot be stopped. This moment, this second, is the only time to act. Now, to slice through the chaos with precision, to own your segment like it's the last thing you'll ever own, to light the fire that doubles your growth velocity, and never look back.